And we are your local election headquarters. Last night, Vice President Mike Pence and Senator Kamala Harris met on the debate stage. One of the main topics discussed, of course, the pandemic, with Pence, who is the head of the White House Coronavirus Task Force, defending the administration's response to the virus.
In the height of the epidemic, when we were losing a heartbreaking number of 2,500 Americans a day, we surged resources to New Jersey and New York and New Orleans and Detroit. We told the American people what needed to be done, and the American people made the sacrifices.
The American people have witnessed what is the greatest failure of any presidential administration in the history of our country. And here are the facts. 210,000 dead people in our country in just the last several months. Over 7 million people who have contracted this disease. 1 in 5 businesses closed.
And Danielle North picks up our in-depth coverage of last night's debate with our political analyst, Joe Fleming.
All right, thanks, Pat, and thank you, Joe, for joining us this morning. Let's get right to it. So a much calmer, much more civil debate last night than we saw with the presidential candidates last week. So your initial impression watching these 90 minutes or so?
Well, first, it was a real debate. They talked about issues as much as they wanted to. However, I don't know how much impact it's going to have. Vice presidential debates usually don't have a great impact at the election. They look at the presidential candidates. I think last night, Mike Pence was probably able to stop the bleeding for the Republicans. The question is, did he move the needle at all? At this point, I'm really not sure. And we don't know what President Trump's going to do. He usually changes the tone right away. So that could have a big impact as we go forward.
You know, we just heard that soundbite a moment ago about the pandemic taking the center stage last night. You know, Senator Harris forcing the vice president to play, defense on the administration's response. So how did each of them handle that particular important issue? Well,
Senator Harris handled it really well. That's the Democrats' strong point, the coronavirus. Trump and Pence are really on the defensive of the coronavirus. Vice President Pence really had to defend himself. Remember, he's the head of the commission, and they're talking about safety, social distancing, and masks. But we have a Rose Garden event where the coronavirus spread. Nobody had masks on. Nobody was social distancing. So it was very tough for Vice President Pence. If Senator Harris had to wait, they would have talked about the coronavirus all night.
All right. So Senator Harris also tying the Supreme Court vacancy to health care, saying that the future of the Affordable Care Act is on the line. Do you think that was an effective message for her? And what about the vice president's response?
Well, I think the voters right now, they really want to keep the Affordable Care Act. The numbers have changed from years ago. They're pretty happy with it. So she's basically trying to make the point, if the Republicans get their way, they're going to basically stop pre-existing conditions. That's a sore point for a lot of people. They want to keep that. So that's strong for her. Vice President Pence went on about the stacking of the court. She never answered that. That was her weak point of the night, I believe. Joe Biden has the answer. She has an answer. So Pence gains points right there. There's no question about that.
There's been sort of a bigger emphasis by some people believing that the vice presidency in this race, given the age of the candidates on the top of the ticket. But I have to say, that was a question that was asked of the moderator, whether there was a discussion between the vice presidential candidates and the presidents about what to do if there were a disability or an illness or whatever. Neither of them answered that question, not even close.
No, as with a lot of questions last night, they basically talked about what they wanted to. Neither one wanted to address it. We have the 25th Amendment, which does cover that, so that's one way it'll be handled. But neither one of these two candidates, I was surprised, wanted to discuss what would happen going down the road. Whoever becomes president is going to be our oldest president that we ever had. So I was a little disappointed that neither one addressed that issue.
All right, so one of the moments that sadly overshadowed some of the things that Mike Pence had to say was when a fly landed on his head. Now, had it just landed and moved on, but it stayed there, and of course, then it went viral. So how does he kind of move past that moment today?
Well, I think he's going to have to joke about that a little bit. You can't take it too seriously. Again, it's not something that Donald Trump or Mike Pence wants to see happen. You don't want things like that. You want it to be focused on the economy. I think last night the fly interrupted it. I think Mike Pence needs to focus more on the economy and what they've been doing with the economy over the past 4 years.
All right, but this was their one and only shot last night.
It was. There's no question about that. Now we're going to see if we have the debate next Thursday. If we do, we want to see how President Trump handles himself. Is he going to change from last week, or is he going to stay the same way?
I think the American people want to see a format change. They really hope. I know it's going to be a town hall.
It's going to be a town hall, so it should calm it down some. Last night we saw some interruptions, but nothing like last week.
Absolutely. All right, Joe, thank you so much for your analysis. We'll see you again on Fox Providence at 7:30.